Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. Look, man, before we get going, smash the like button, sub to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and don't forget that I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And you can also catch me live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Please join the channel for access to exclusive content. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the channel in the live streams. To help support the channel. More support, we get more time. We get to spend making content for y'all. And, you know, if you want to debate, if you want to join the TKO debate series, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email. But let's get into it. Look, bro, we finally got Bo Mac talking how he was talking before the fight was signed. I'm excited about it. It's bullshit, and we're going to break it down. But I love the energy, bro. This is what I want. This is what I want leading up to the fight next week, bro. Bo Mac said that he was asked about Errol Spence and facing Derrick James. And he did a complete 180 from talking about how Spence is good and Derrick James is a great coach and all that. I guess he finally got tired of it. He getting close to the fight. And he said, hey, Errol Spence was built up by the media, bro. Errol Spence built up by the media. Like, cool, no problem. Like, hey, y'all put him here. He like, we don't see shit. He built up by the media. Now, that's who his guy really was built up by, and we're gonna talk about it in this video. But I love the dismissiveness. I love the energy, and not because I agree with it. I love the energy because that's what Bo Mac was doing before the fight was signed. Then the fight got signed, and in all these press conferences, all of these questions, he been very respectful. This one right here, he was very dismissive. He was acting like Errol Spence ain't shit, and I love that, bro. I love that. Show me that same drunk ain't shit. We gon' knock his ass out. Mark my words. We gonna do this to him. We gonna do that to him. I love that, bro. I love that because that's what your ass was doing before the fight got signed. Then when the fight got signed, it's like some nervous shit came out and you started tripping. Hell, I don't even know what to take serious because this shit sound good. But during that same little media press run, you also was talking about you worried about being on the PBC for the first time and the judging of the fight, and we want to keep it out their hands and shit, and acting like somebody gonna rob Bud Crawford and shit. So the messages be mixed messages, but this shit right here, I can get down with. Now, Errol Spence responded to him and said something about Big Cheeto Man or some shit, bro, that was funny or whatever. But Spence been on that type of time the whole time, talking about breaking Bud, talking about him wilting, talking about his resume trash, talking about he gonna put too much pressure on him, he gonna break him down like Kunta. Like, he been talking his shit, so I ain't really nothing to report from there. He been doing that. But Bo Mac, I love that from Team Terence Crawford. I love that. Now, as far as him being right or wrong, look, man, if you want to talk about these fighters being built by the media, Terence Crawford is the one that was put pound for pound because he beat Julius Ndongo, bro. A dude that done lost like 8 of his last 10 fights, been knocked out multiple times in his career. He was the one that was put on the pedestal beating Ricky Burns, bro. Ricky Burns was coming off of a draw against Raymundo Beltran when Terence Crawford fought him. And then after fighting Terence Crawford, bro, he lost 2 of his next 3 fights. So in that stretch where he fought Terence Crawford, he had 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He got a draw, lost to Terence Crawford, got a win, lost 2 fights. And he finished his career with 8 losses, bro. So you want to talk about somebody being built up by the media. Ricky Burns at 135, Julius Ndongo at 140. That's who you got. You got your belt on Ricky Burns, and then you got 2 belts from Julius Ndongo, bro. That made you pound for pound number 1 because you were fighting on ESPN. That's called being built up by the media, bro. You continue to be number 1 on the pound for pound list after fighting Julius Ndongo by beating guys like Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez, Amir Khan. After Amir Khan got knocked out by Danny Garcia, got knocked out by Canelo Alvarez, got knocked out by Breeders' Prescott, who you had already knocked out. Mean Machine, who also got knocked out by Virgil Ortiz, who was coming off a draw against Ray Robinson, I believe it was. Kell Brook, after Errol Spence beat him 2.5 years after Errol Spence had already stopped him. Sean Porter, over 2 years after Errol Spence had already beat him. Like, bro, like, you want to talk about being built up by the media, bro? And again, I'm separating the two. I like that they talking that shit. Cool, talk your shit. But I would like for, you know, a little bit more realistic shit talk. That shit sound like you projecting to me. That shit sound like you projecting what your fighter has been built up by and trying to put that on Errol, bro. To me, Errol got his shit out the mud. Bud Crawford's first hometown fight at 147, his first championship fight, didn't Jeff Horn have to come to Omaha, Nebraska? Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm tripping, because it's all off the dome. When Bud Crawford fought for his first 147-pound title at welterweight, didn't Jeff Horn have to come to Nebraska, bro? When Errol Spence fought for his first 147-pound championship, didn't Errol Spence have to go to Kell Brook's hometown? Terence Bud Crawford was fighting in his hometown for his first title, and Errol Spence Jr. was fighting in the other dude's hometown for his first title at 147 pounds. What are we talking about, bro? We talking about getting it out the mud and shit. We talking about not being built up. Terence Crawford, after that time, did nothing but a bunch of voluntary and mandatory defenses. Errol Spence, after that time, went and collected belts and fought mandatories. And the mandatories that he was fighting was not mandatories like Mean Machine, bro. The mandatories he was fighting was 2 division champions, former unified champions like Danny Garcia. The voluntary that he fought was 4 division champion Mikey Garcia, undefeated at the time. Future Hall of Fame fighter. How is that built up by the media, bro? Like, let's just run it down, bro. Your championship at 147, you got that hoe from Jeff Horn in his hometown, in your own hometown. Errol Spence wouldn't took Kell Brook belt from him over in England. Your pay-per-view fight to try to build your market value, Amir Khan. Knocked out multiple times by 3 different people before fighting you. Danny Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, Breeders' Prescott. Errol Spence trying to build his name up, get his notoriety to get on pay-per-view. Mikey Garcia, 4 division champion, never lost before. On the pound-for-pound list at the time that Errol fought him. The same legends that's picking you to beat Errol was picking Mikey to beat Errol. Yeah. Then later on in 2019, after Amir Khan, what was that? Was that Jose Benavidez, bro? Was that Jose Benavidez? Somebody let me know. Or was it Mean Machine? It was one of them two. But anyway, while you were fighting one of them two, Errol Spence was collecting the belt from Sean Porter, bro. He was unifying while you were defending your one title. Then you went in 2020 and did another defense against the same Kell Brook that Errol Spence had took his whole other eye from him and made him quit, made him kneel 2.5 years before you fought him. While you was doing that, Errol Spence was coming off of a car accident fighting Danny Garcia in a WBC mandatory defense. The Danny Garcia who had only lost to Keith Thurman in a competitive fight and Sean Porter in a competitive fight. That's what Errol was doing, bro. That's what Errol was doing. Then after that, you were fighting Sean Porter, bro, who Errol had already beat. And while you was on your Sean Porter, Errol Spence fought Urdinas Ugas, bro, to get another strap when Urdinas Ugas had beat Manny Pacquiao, bro. So who really was built up by the media, bro? And this ain't me hating or no shit like that. These are all verifiable facts that everybody can go to. Who was built up by the media? You the one that got the media machine behind you, bro. You have ESPN. PBC ain't got no platform, bro. PBC got Showtime. Showtime don't have no writers like ESPN. Showtime ain't got no magazine like ESPN. Showtime ain't got the boxing shows and the pundits that ESPN got, bro. The Ring magazine was pushing you. The owner of the Ring is Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya and the Ring been pushing Bud Crawford as the pound-for-pound #1 fighter for years are up there in the top 3 over Errol for years, while Oscar De La Hoya, the owner of that publication, ain't got shit positive to say about Al Heyman or the PBC, bro. So again, when Bo Mac say this shit, I'm just gonna give y'all what's really going on. So all the facts that I just gave y'all, bro, who really built up by the media, dog? Who really the one that was put on the pedestal by the media? It gotta be Bud, bro. It gotta be Bud. Meanwhile, Earl was getting his shit out the mud. So, you know, think what you want, say what you want, but that's all I got, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all next time, bro. Peace out.